What's up everyone, welcome to Stockton. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. On this channel, we talk about stocks before they start blowing up, say goodbye to chasing stocks at all-time highs, and say hello to making some money. So if this sounds like something you want to take advantage of, then hit that beautiful subscribe button and like the video. Now let's get to it. Before we get into the video, I have to say that I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say is just my opinion and is for entertainment purposes only. Having said that, if I'm talking about a company, I'll let you know whether I'm personally going to invest in it or not towards the end of the video. But you should always do your own due diligence, so with that out of the way, let's get started.
So I've been seeing some tweets recently about how BNGO is going to go to $100 per share. In this video, I'll provide you with an overview of the current genome sequencing landscape and how BNGO fits into this equation. I'll then talk about what it will take for BNGO to hit $100 per share. Spoiler alert, as much as I love BNGO, I don't think we're seeing $100 per share anytime soon. But is it possible in the long term? I think it is, so stick around till the end of the video and I'll explain what needs to happen in order for BNGO to get there and make us all filthy rich. First, keep in mind that genome sequencing is different from optical genome mapping. Genome sequencing technologies need genome mapping to provide a complete picture. So since both genome sequencing and optical mapping need each other, let's talk about the current landscape of genome sequencing. Currently, there are two main players in this space, Illumina and PacBio. Illumina uses short-read sequencing, whereas PacBio uses long-read sequencing technology. Now, although PacBio is ARK Invest's darling, Illumina is 10 times bigger with a market cap of nearly 60 billion. Now, PacBio has a market cap of around 6 billion. Okay, cool, so what does this have to do with BNGO? Well, as I said earlier, Illumina and PacBio need BNGO in order to provide a higher quality genome assembly. So BNGO in essence sits on top of both of these technologies and is used as a complementary technology, so more like an add-on. Larger SVs or structural variants are often missed by long-read sequencing and short-read sequencing, and this is why BNGO's story is always going to be linked with the fate of Illumina and Pacific Biosciences. So now the million-dollar question. What will it take for BNGO to hit $100 per share? Well, for starters, if Eric Comlin is correct and the Sapphire system starts seeing widespread adoption and starts getting used in a 1-to-1 ratio alongside short-read and long-read sequencing technologies, then as it stands, we're talking about BNGO tapping into a $66 billion market cap. And since there is no one else that does what BNGO can do, they'll most likely get a good chunk of this market. If this comes to fruition, then I see no reason why BNGO can't hit $100 per share in the next 5 years. Now, things don't end here for BNGO. There's a number of other positive catalysts that could send the share price soaring into outer space. For example, there is a big chance of insurance companies making genome sequencing mandatory as part of your health insurance check. So something similar to a credit check that banks do before offering you a loan. This is something that Cathy Wood is big on and thinks is inevitable. If this comes to fruition, then BNGO stands to gain a lot from this. And let's not forget that the US government is currently pushing for DNA sequencing, so we can identify structural variations that may be responsible for why some people end up getting a more serious reaction to CV19. BNGO is the best suited technology for this purpose, so if they're able to get government backing, then we could see a huge spike in the share price. Lastly, we could expect a more short-term increase in the share price this month because yesterday, BNGO announced that it will release fourth quarter and year-end financial results on the 23rd of March. So it will be interesting to see what quarter 4 looks like and whether the demand for the Sapphire system is growing or not. Now, what's the bottom line on this stock? I plan to hold my shares for at least 5 years, unless something changes to the fundamentals of the company. I think genome optical mapping is going to become more mainstream over the years, and Sapphire will be seen as an essential add-on to PacBio and Illumina. In 5 years, it's not entirely impossible to see a share price of $100. Anyways guys, that's it for me today. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one.